under attack, shootouts, hostages, and an explosion that shook a stadium. Tonight, the country's borders are closed as the reality and enormity of the situation sets in.
It's getting worse, and it's very scary.
And officers stand guard in New York, and the president sends a stern message.
It's an attack not just on the people of France, but this is an attack on all of humanity.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Here is the very latest information out of Paris tonight. More than 100 innocent victims were killed. French police believe all of the attackers involved in the shooting are dead, and they are still searching, though, for possible accomplices. Tonight, French President Francois Hollande has declared a state of emergency.
This coordinated violence took place at multiple locations. We have a team of reporters covering the attacks, and we begin with Valerie Castro in our newsroom with the very latest. Valerie.
Maurice, police say the deadliest attack was at a concert hall. It started outside the venue as the gunmen targeted nearby cafes with machine gun fire. They then made their way inside the packed venue, and just outside the city, explosions could be heard near the National Soccer Stadium. During a soccer match between France and Germany, the sound of an explosion echoed outside the Stade de France. Yet in video from inside, it appears players and fans were unaware of the terror happening around them. Once the news spread, people scrambled over stadium seats and made their way onto the field. Outside the stadium, the frenzied crowd began to run in a chaotic mob. The French president, Francois Hollande, who was at the game, was evacuated to safety.
Sera proclamé sur l'ensemble du territoire.
He quickly declared a state of emergency. Around the same time, in the city center on a packed Friday night, ambulances raced to a restaurant where a shooting was reported that left several dead. French police secured the scene while emergency crews brought out the wounded. Broken glass could be seen where windows were shattered by gunfire. An American woman in Paris on business heard the gunshots.
Everybody get inside, they're gunshots, let's go. And you know, it was pretty scary in the restaurant. There was a family with small children, and you know, we all went into the basement. We didn't really know what to do.
Others witnessed the carnage.
When I went on the streets, I've seen 20 to 25 bodies lying on the floor, and people were very badly injured, gunshot wounds. And I took a small girl, a teenager. She was bleeding very badly, and I ran with her.
At a nearby concert hall, the Bataclan, a hostage situation unfolded. An American band, the Eagles of Death Metal, was performing when the attackers carried out their plan. Heavily armed French police stormed the theater. Two of the attackers blew themselves up with suicide belts as police closed in. Those who survived were later seen leaving with their hands up, while the injured were carried out. The French president arrived to learn that as many as 100 were dead inside. President Obama, scheduled to visit Paris at the end of the month for climate change talks, spoke this evening.
Once again, we've seen an outrageous attempt to terrorize innocent civilians. This is an attack not just on Paris, it's an attack not just on the people of France, but this is an attack on all of humanity and the universal values that we share.
Right now in Paris, it is about 5 a.m. on Saturday morning, and as the sun starts to rise, we'll learn more about how these attacks were carried out and exactly how many innocent people were killed. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Valerie Castro, CBS 2 News.
All right, Valerie, thank you.